Fraud is very pervasive as there are a lot of opportunities in Medicare and Medicaid fraud just due to the mere volume of claims that come through the states and Medicare in general each week. The chances that a person will be caught quickly by the time that the payments are sent out are highly unlikely. I think there was this belief some years ago that a provider would bill appropriately and only bill for those services that he had actually rendered. But as we see, Medicare and Medicaid fraud is way over $60 billion right now, that we do need a little bit more oversight in order to not penalize those providers that are doing things correctly, but that percentage of providers that are billing incorrectly, we need to really clip down a little bit more on them. Upcoding may be where a person came in for a visit and it's an established patient, 15-minute visit, and the provider may bill for an established patient and say it took me 30 minutes or an hour to see the patient. Phantom billing is a term that's used in different ways. One way that you could see phantom billing is billing for a member that doesn't exist. Maybe they are deceased. Or maybe you're billing for services that were never rendered. Or maybe it's a provider that is deceased and someone has stolen their identity and is billing for those services where in actuality the provider is deceased. So some type of identity theft. Basically, you have scams called boiler room scams. It's where some fraudster will maybe employ teenagers or any group of individuals to cold call Medicare beneficiaries and promise them some type of monetary gain or something free in order to get their Medicare information, and therefore they just turn around and bill Medicare. It's all a scam. Well, one of the biggest, I'd like to say in my opinion, around prescription fraud is billing for brand instead of generic, where the provider has said generic is okay, but the pharmacist decides that they want to bill for brand anyway, or where you have members that have been deceased in a nursing home or nursing facility, and instead of disposing of those medications, you re-gift them, is the word I like to use, and then give them to the next patient, but you still bill Medicare or Medicaid as if it's a new prescription. One of the things that I have seen is where Medicare beneficiaries will come into different therapy clinics and fill out paperwork so that records always stay intact when indeed they've had no physical therapy at all, with some type of monetary gain. Typically a person will say, hey, we'll pay you $50 if you come in each week and just say that you had X service completed.